So we're right around that time where it's this week in Dokkan and we need to check in on everything that we've seen so far. We're starting in-game because I have now recently done the missions. Let's go and get those. So if you're wondering, again, I leave a bunch of missions undone. Like, I am not the most optimal Dokkan player. I still got to do these. I'll probably be doing these soon. 5, 10, 15, right? But if you haven't, make sure you get this TN done. He is, you know, he's a character I had done already from when I first started Dokkan, and that's just a free 20 stones. So there goes 20 right there. You can see I was at 2,500 stones. I am just racking them in, and I'm just gonna go all the way down. How far can we go here? Can we go to the most, yeah, here, the most recent completions? I just want to show, it looks like, oh yeah, here it is. The Dokkan Stone 2025 collecting campaign is up, and it's pretty easy. You will literally not think about this and get it done. And then here's the collect stones weekly mission, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 free stones for doing the genuinely the least amount of effort, right? I literally did my dailies and all this stuff was done. So there's that. And speaking of, before we get into this, like if you like the video, helps out a lot, and I'd really appreciate it. But let's go ahead and skip over to the actual stone spending. We're going to talk about the characters and who I think you should get, if anyone, or if you should wait. We'll also be referencing the Easy A list, so let's get over there. I guess really quick before we actually start this is I spent all of mine on lucky number 4. You can see 4 isn't here. So that's why I went with, if you want to follow along, I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? I'm all in. But yeah, who to get with your 40 global stones? Big ticket here as we scroll down. I'm just going to scroll down and we'll see if we see anyone useful. So the year 5s are done. They're complete. They're over. They are not coming as useful gets. They are also easy aid until they super easy A, which would be unprecedented. Like, this doesn't matter. These two are essentially done, I would say. Good easy A's, but not necessary. Completely useless, completely useless. Again, more characters who have long since easy aid. A bunch of easy aid characters here. I would say that what you should probably consider is, let's see if I have one of these actually. So I don't have one of these. And do I have one of these either? I don't have one of these. Truth talks about it all the time. These are characters who seem to never come back on banners, so they could be huge to pick up. The reason I would suggest them is I could see them super easy-ing. But I could not see these characters, for example, super easy-ing anytime soon. No, no, no. Let's just keep going. Could I see any of these characters getting a big time super easy? Not really. Here's another who I would say that if you don't have them, I would really consider picking one of them up, is these two fusions. Obviously old animations, you're not getting them for the animations. You're getting them because I think they have the higher potential of super easy-ing sometime soon, maybe 11th anniversary. We're going to start seeing big time super easy A's of this nature at some point. They can't hide it, right? I mean, we've already, it's not even going to be. We literally saw Int Gohan super easy A, right? So, you know, really look out for that. I don't think any of this is worth it, honestly. Bunch of more characters who have already easy aid. We could see this 17 super easy A at some point. People have been waiting on him, but still, like I said, this is another character. Wasn't this this is a big time character, right? This could be another character who's due for a super easy A, as well as this one. Do I have him? I clearly had the Goku, but I don't have the Vegeta, so you know, maybe that'll be the one for me, maybe. Gonna keep going. By the way, and I would suggest this is the biggest suggestion here. You have 54 days, it says, to get this done. Just wait. Just wait. That's the clearest answer. Don't spend the stones yet, because the moment you spend these stones, I think they said we're gonna get like 200 or something, but like just wait. There's nothing here you need. You don't need anything here. These super easy A's are pretty good. Do I see in Texel anywhere? Not really. These super easy A's are really good. This one's fine. This guy's fine now. This guy's over. This guy's over. This guy was really good. This Beerus. These two are pretty good. The issue with getting a villain super easy A right now, by the way, if you're like, oh, maybe I want to get a villain because we're going to get Goma, is wait until Goma comes out. Wait until you see his leader skill. Wait to see who will be useful if it is Goma, right? Because if it is Goma, and you want a villain to help him, you're gonna want to run the right villain rather. And the strongest one would be this cell. This cell I get a ton of use out of. So if you literally don't want to wait, you just want a character, this cell is the best one. He's super strong. Obviously when you look at him, he is a big bad bosses character. So if you wanted to get him early, he's on a ton of categories, and he's super strong for villains right now. But like I said, I would just wait to find the best for the team. Super easy A if you want villains and you want to like help your Goma team out. The Goku, whatever Goku releases in 2 weeks, will literally not need any of these characters. He will not care. He will not give a fuck. So wait to see if they actually put villains in the game come like the global Dokkan celebration, and then decide from there, because none of these characters are useful otherwise. And is there anyone else here I could be like, yes, this is another super easy A candidate? Do I have one of these? I do not. So this could be another one for me. Yeah, this character could be super easy aid. People thought this would be super easy aid during the anniversary itself, and instead we end up getting the Int Gohan. But hey, this is another great example of a character we could see very, very soon. A lot of people were thinking he was going to be the first super easy A alongside the actual Go Frieza unit. And anyone else here? I don't think so. Again, if this is just to go back, this is a character that's super easy aid. He got a big time super easy A. He's fine. He's not great or anything. Not worth your stones, but just to tell you, there are LR super easy A's, and you need to look out for them. So yeah, I think that's that in a nutshell, and we can move on to the other things. But there's a big breakdown for you if you're new or returning, and you're like, what does Dokkan look like right now, right? So just to recap, you're gonna go all the way up here. You're gonna scroll down. And well, first of all, you're gonna wait 53 days or whatever the time is. I'm sorry, that is the most optimal play, because nothing else here is useful. And then you're going to see, just in case, if we get super easy A's here, or if we, because again, this might be a Super Saiyan 4 celebration. We don't know, but this could literally be the Super Saiyan 4 celebration, right? A lot of people are saying Daima, a lot of people are saying Daima GT. I'm saying it could just be Super Saiyans in general, or Super Saiyan 4 in general, and not really lean into a Daima and GT thing. It could be literally like, I guess it could be technically GT, but it would be GT like Daima, and then, you know, like a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, you know? Because we've been getting a lot of Super Saiyan 4 Goku and not that much Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So we could very easily see a counterpart unit, and in that case, hey, maybe they super easy this guy and you're gonna want that, right? So yeah, I'll be waiting. There's nothing here else to get. Let's go over to the next thing. Were there tickets for this? As I said, like, I don't really buy tickets or anything, so okay, no. And nothing else running here. Okay. I'm not gonna be that hard on you, because I know a lot of people are like, you're stupid and scammed, you're a big dummy if you pulled on this. I will say that a guaranteed a fully awakened character is not the worst jip in the world. You're not getting like punched in the gut when you do this. 100 stones is pretty reasonable. I have 2,500 stones right now. The last time you saw this account, I had like 2340 or something, so I've made like 160 stones since the last time you saw, just literally just logging into the game. They're shitting stones. It's raining stones, right? It's raining stones. Do your missions, do your stages. I've been clearing up a bunch of stages. I told y'all what I was going to be doing. To, you know, I practice what I preach. I said, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be getting my stones that have just been sitting around, and, you know, free to play, low spending, only buy the subscription. I say that every time, so you know that if you see this stone count up here, you could have it if you save, right? So 100 stones isn't the worst thing in the world. Let's just quickly look. This UI Goku is done. You could use him for boosting strategies, but I think even in the best case scenario, he was already getting walled by, like, this character was already getting walled by Goku and Frieza's damage reduction, and it's not going to get better for him. Even if they put in the super evasion lover's paradise stage, it's probably not going to get better for him, because even though he boosts, you're just going to kind of have a flaccid unit. All right. This unit was the best support in the game, has since sort of fallen out of favor. That's what happens when you put like a very specific tag related support in the game, but incredible unit, right? This character could come back. I mean, he'd be fine. But again, not exactly hitting for the most anymore. Wasn't even hitting for the most when he released. Was super unkillable for that period. But we could be getting a new, you know, best domain in the game villain, and that's going to make him unplayable. I think this character is massively overhated. I'm not saying he's amazing. I'm just saying that people treat this character like he was released genuinely bad. And we do a lot of things in Dokkan as the Dokkan community, right? We'll say, oh, Tien and Tao are the only slot ones that have been released this year. You know, some of the only slot ones that have been released this year, and every other team is struggling. And, you know, we still got to run Beast and Tech Broly. And then it's like, this character can go slot 1 a lot, you know? It is what it is. And with his equips, if you get him, and you've got, maybe you got some dupes in him, you get some dupes in him, and you put his equips on him, he's tanking in slot 1, right? So I think this character is massively overhated, even before the equips. I'm not saying he's amazing, I'm just saying he is overhated, genuinely. Slug could be back soon. The issue is that he is a domain character. I know Truth was like, oh, you know, he could just be boom right there with Goma. If Goma comes out frame 1 and drops a domain, I mean, this guy's not coming back. You know what I mean? You'll just run something else, but we'll see. This Vegeta's fine. There's not much to say about him. He's kind of a gimmick character for Festival Battles. And again, a gimmick character, not really anything. So yeah, it's just nothing here. All right. The one good thing I said is that Daima Vegeta is good, right? So, and this still just isn't anything. Don't pull on this. So yeah, is there anything else I want to talk about really quickly before we sign off here? Let me just check. Oh yeah, last thing. Okay, as I was scrolling down here. So remember to just be doing your Extreme Z battles. Just get them done. Just get your EZAs done. Get a ton of stones. You have so many stones to grind before this. You have 2 weeks. Just do it casually. Last but not least, someone pointed out, maybe it was Zed or someone on Twitter. I just saw this randomly while like scrolling. But no stages were shown to be coming back. So really quickly, we go here. No story stages have made like a big return this celebration yet during the countdown. And typically, if you're like, oh, well, why does that matter, is usually we'll see like story stages here, right? And people are dooming, they're so mad. Oh my god, what if it is 4 Daima characters? What if it is 6 Daima characters? What's gonna happen? Is the world going to end? Is Mr. Tumph gonna drop the nuke on us? No, it's fine. Like, it's whatever. There hasn't really been a big thing to show, like, as like a, oh my god, this could be a hint. What I will say, though, is the ones that are up, and do we see, like, a returning? Oh, I gotta get that done. I don't have clears on that. The ones that are returning are things like, again, Cooler movie here, Frieza here, Golden Frieza. You know, movies, you know, movies. Maybe we'll see a partial movie celebration, because there are a ton of movies EZAs to go out, like a ton. I've been saying for almost like 6 months now, the movie celebration that drops whenever it does decide to come is going to be massive. So there is that. Otherwise, not a bunch of hints. I need to still continue to collect my dragon stones that we've got just loitering around. I see 6 out of 8 here. What's that for? Let's just, you know, real quick check. Let's do some account upkeep. Oh, okay. So nothing there. But yeah, just get your missions done. Get your stage clears, and remember, yeah, whether it is full Daima or Daima GT or Daima movies, or even it could be like Daima plus Dragon Ball from across the series. I know some people have been pitching 6 LRs, 1 from each portion of the story, or maybe like 3 from Daima, 3 from different parts of the series. Who cares? Who gives a shit? We're getting hype. Don't let people blackpill you. Don't get doomed by people on Twitter. Like, we're literally getting hype. So, well, that being said, like, if you like the video, subscribe to the club, we all go make it, and peace.